having won 15 out of 17. Joe Lunardi's got him as a 4 seed right now, but says they could keep moving on up. We'll see how it plays here tonight. The numbers haven't been quite the same since he came back, but he is explosive when he's on. And how about Norchad O'Meara? Everything but the finish.
Duke is switching just about everything, and Jared McCain wound up on O'Meara, and he got him to the rim, just didn't finish it. That's unusual for O'Meara.
McCain steps into it and buries his first 3 of the night. Everything but the Carolina game was on the road, and they've been dealing with injuries all season long. It seems like 1 or 2 guys are either out or playing through something.
You'll see O'Meara roll down into the low post, and here comes the double. It's a small one.
And working hard inside is O'Meara, just having a sensational season.
So far, Miami's defense, they're staying in front, not allowing driving lanes to the basket. Good help by George.
Great shot fake by Roach. Great extra pass. Mitchell to finish. O'Meara's second year with the Canes after a couple of years at Arkansas State,
where he was Sun Belt Player of the Year.
Poplar drains the 3 to bring the Canes back within 1. Filipowski unguarded for a moment down low. O'Meara recovers. And Mitchell's got 2 more. He is having himself a good start.
Over his last 11 games, Mitchell is averaging 15 points, but they're going to have to play good minutes in this game.
That's why a guy like Paul Jobay is getting more time, and with all the injuries, Jim Larinaga is trying to patch it together game by game. As Kyle Filipowski, who came into the game, his 3-point percentage is up, and he's already got more blocks and assists than he had all of last season. Keyshawn George with the steal and the finish.
He is one talented. He reminded me a little bit of Anthony Black, that played for Arkansas last year as a freshman, went into the NBA draft and was taken number 5.
Filipowski, beautiful reverse jam.
Businessman, and so well done. Look at that spin along the baseline away from the double. Big time.
How can you be a senior guard at Duke, having a good year as a team, very good year as a team, and you look at his numbers, and just about all of them are the best of his career, as Bensley Joseph knocks down a 3.
50, 40, 90 guy. It's absurd.
Filipowski with the left hand. And it's down to Watson and Miami.
And Miami has numbers.
O'Meara, the catch and the finish. Even without Nigel Pack and even without Matthew Cleveland, at least to this point of the game, there are a lot of good offensive players on this Hurricanes roster. And there's a pretty good one right there. McCain. Young, the offensive rebound.
What a great kick.
Foster buries the wide open 3.
Well, you keep missing some of these shots, and that was not an easy one. So you keep missing some of these shots. It puts even more pressure on your defense to get stops.
Foster got it.
3 than he is from 2. So you have to run him off that line.
O'Meara around and off the rim. And he is kind of mumbling to himself, getting back on defense. McCain just beats him down the floor and stuffs it. It's 2 points of the run coming right here, thanks to Jared McCain.
Little crossover in trans. But if they had their full complement of players all season, I think it would be a top 20 team all year long.
Boy, and just nothing going down until then. On the 3rd try, O'Meara gets it to go, and that'll snap the 13-0 route. Boy, and I don't know if, O'Meara can do some stuff out there, but Blake's hounding him as he kept dribbling beyond the arc. What a rebound. Michael Nwoko off to Ja'Kai Robinson, who's got a chance for 3.
Really talented. Tough shot by Joseph, but nobody really got a body on Nwoko, and he just flew in, and really good cut by Ja'Kai Robinson. Nwoko came in from prolific prep, where he played with Aiden Holloway, the freshman from Auburn.
Eve Nisi as well. Corner 3, Jeremy Roach. Duke 48%, 6 for 12 from 3. Roach will try another one and hit another one. Now O'Meara's got McCain on him. Filipowski over to help and got a piece of it.
He drives right into Filipowski, so you're driving right into 6'11" or 7 feet.
Transition 3 for Jeremy Roach, his 3rd 3 of the game.
So side to side, they were well spaced out. And that spaces out the defense and stretches it.
Well, that's a tough shot, but Poplar's going to bang it home. A 3-pointer, and it's 38-23. Foster the floater. Tips it out. Duke's got it again. Filipowski, no. Mitchell, yes. And the rebound down to Foster.
Long shots lead to long rebounds. The guards can get those.
And the second time it'll go. Filipowski with a three, the 9th of the game for Duke. Yeah, Jared McCain, yeah, with the way that he's playing in recent weeks. Joseph, the lefty, scoops it up and in with the right.
You have to, every time I hear Wooga, I think of Dom Woganowski.
Roach. His 4th three of the game.
Proctor can play off the ball. Caleb Foster comes in, he can handle it.
Mitchell knocks down the three. Was 13 back in the non-conference against Bucknell. Mitchell with a nice look to Foster. And it is one of those nights where they just can't miss. 12-21.
There's a switch and Filipowski on George. He can drive him.
Poplar with a three, the assist to George. But has not appeared in the game. And at this point, obviously it seems highly unlikely that he will. And the Hurricanes looking at the very real possibility of their 5th consecutive loss. Mid-range jumper for Christian Watson.
And both capable of getting you 20 or more in any given game.
And realistically, the way things are going for Miami, 15-11, 6-9 in the league. Duke has won 15 of its last 17. One of the 2 losses was to Pitt when they didn't have Roach or Mitchell. Beautiful feed from George to Nwoko. Keyshawn George, Michael Nwoko trying to get things going. Omier back in for Miami. One-on-one here with Filipowski. Here comes the help, and just too much size, too many bodies.
Is really difficult to play, and especially when you're shorthanded 2 starters, the quality of Nigel Pack and Matthew Cleveland.
Right there against Carolina as well. That game was here. They lost by 3 to the Tar Heels as Bensley Joseph knocks down a 3.
In between both team practices, we went over to the baseball stadium in Marklight and had a shake, and it was quite a difficult day for us. But how about those straws? They were like fire hoses.
Yeah.
I mean, the baseball's a bonus. They played UCF today at 5 o'clock. I don't know how the game came out.
I already changed my flight to a later one tomorrow just so I can get another shake on my way to the airport. We have both said you take Nigel Pack and Matthew Cleveland off any team and your offense is going to suffer. McCain lays it in.
The Duke switching has really caused Miami some problems. They can't get into the lane.
Joseph to the free throw line and knocks down the jumper. Filipowski calling for it, gets it, and hits it.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, they have tried to get inside often, and they haven't been successful very often at all. So taking a deep one, and Joseph hits from about 26 feet away. Go to NC State and then wrap up the regular season at home against North Carolina on March the 9th.
We've seen that a lot over the years in the ACC where Duke and North Carolina are playing for a championship, and just not a very good pass guard to guard.
Mitchell with 2 more. He's got 15.
His energy is really important for this Duke team. His defense, and then you add that offense in.
There's some defense right there, right on cue. Elsewhere in the ACC, Notre Dame is up 21 on Louisville late in that one, and Clemson at Georgia Tech, Jay, up 79-54 with a minute and a half to go.
Won a bunch of really good road games, including at Alabama early in the season.
One at Carolina.
Those are going to travel well in the committee room.
Nwoko gets it to go.
And I think you've told the story about how much film that Jim Larrañaga has been watching personally with Norchad Omier. But, you know, the Duke team has been watching a lot of film lately.
Which is where the phrase "do as I say, not as I do" comes from. I mean, what's the confusion about? Power. As Shire wanted Jay Lucas to play. Jay Lucas is a year younger than Shire, but Shire drew the short straw on that one.
Was a great player not only in high school but in college as well. Played for Rick Barnes for a while. Was an assistant at Kentucky to John Calipari before coming on John Shire's staff.
He said coach, meaning John Shire. So that was his way of trying to get back into the good books with Shire for not taking the minutes yesterday. Ryan Young with a bucket. Final 30 seconds here in Coral Gables. Another rebound for Nwoko. Boy, what an effort he has put forth today. Duke fans want Hubbard to put a shot up, but he is not going to do that as the final seconds tick away. And Duke now with 16 wins in its last 18 games, made 13 threes tonight to tie a season high.